Today we have two very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, I like it.
So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
We know there's only one team you want to watch, and Bally Sports is the place to get your Grizzlies. Experience the comebacks, the buzzer beaters, the can't-miss Memphis-made moments, live. Bally Sports keeps the grind going before and after the game, too, with Pete, Brevin, Fish, and Chris on Grizzlies Live. Watch Grizzlies basketball all season long with Bally Sports and streaming on the Bally Sports app. Bally Sports, home of the only team you want to watch.
10 feet ahead of you, catch me is something you'll never do. I turn around and I level you, no motivation is needed. Look, I put myself on the pedestal, this is incredible.
Take your fandom to the next level with the official Grizzlies app. Go all access and behind the scenes.
It's got to be heavy defense. That's where it starts for us.
Personalized to where you are and who you are. Get easy access to ticketing, the game day guide, and your own app customization right at your fingertips. Upgrade your experience and download the Grizzlies app today.
This is an actual good shoe.
Yeah, it looks like
this
a good
is a
shoe.
real good shoe.
What you think about him, KJ? She likes Cheetos.
Like Cheetos?
Yeah,
like
nice.
You like Cheetos?
For kids, yeah, nice.
That's what I mean. For kids,
For kids,
1,000%.
Yeah.
And honestly, if I was still playing basketball, I played in brightly colored shoes. I wore pink shoes a lot of the time or purple shoes. Like, I like that. The Sneak Fest Show, live Tuesdays at 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
We were without internet from 11 in the morning until what ended up being around 8 o'clock at night. I'd be the first to go in an apocalypse. I just would not even know what to do. Chris is over here like, who needs internet anyway? Let's just be one with the land. And I'm like frantic. I'm like, I can't do anything.
Tune in to the Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt, live every weekday at 8 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Students, get back to the grind and cheer on your Memphis Grizzlies at FedEx Forum. Don't miss out on our exclusive student ticket program presented by Big River Steel. Get affordable tickets for all the major showdowns, including matchups against the Lakers, Warriors, Nuggets, Celtics, and more. Sign up today to get alerts about this exclusive deal at grizzlies.com/students.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
Gasol with 4 seconds for the win. Yes!
Marc is one of the more competitive people you'll meet.
Yeah, he lose.
Their willingness to go out and try to compete every day, not just wait for a game, not wait for a regular season game, not wait for a playoff game, but every day is what made Marc special.
He was a big part of that identity, right? And a big part of that's why the team was so successful, because they had that anchor in him.
The Grizzlies, to this day, wouldn't be the Grizzlies without the contribution of Marc Gasol.
Now for a limited time, the new $1.99 crispy tender wraps are here at Sonic. Who could deny a crispy chicken tender with bold flavors like hickory barbecue and cheesy Baja? And we can't forget the crisp lettuce and melty cheese to make the perfect bite. Wrap yourself up with some TLC, tender, love, and chicken for only $1.99. Sonic $1.99 crispy tender wraps. Tax not included, limited time only at participating Sonic drive-ins.
Live from downtown Memphis, this is the Chris Vernon Show, presented by Caesars Sportsbook on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, here's your host, Chris Vernon.
Noon on GrindCityMedia.com. It's Chris Vernon Show. Welcome. It's a Friday, April 5th, 2024 edition of the show. Today on the show, man, oh man, do we have an unbelievable weekend ahead. We have a Grizzlies back-to-back, as there's not many games left in the season, with the Marc Gasol jersey retirement going on tomorrow night. In addition to that, WrestleMania is coming up this weekend. The Final Four is coming up this weekend. We got a ton going on. We'll try to get to all of it. Alan Boston's going to join us, give us his picks for the Final Four. Let's do it. Turn it up. Hope everybody's having a good day. As I mentioned, Alan Boston is going to be joining us at 1 o'clock today. We'll get his Final Four picks. Also, our old buddy Zach Myers from Shinedown is going to be here because he is part of the 901 collabs that are going on at FedEx Forum, where he has a line of clothing that is going to be dropping this weekend that will be available for purchase. I've seen some of the stuff. It is awesome. It will sell very, very well, would be my prediction. But we will get to everything that is going on this weekend. Before I get to anything, welcome John Roser to the show. John Roser, a.k.a. the Cologne Ranger, the Body Spray Bandit, Senor Sack, a.k.a. Johnny Backpool, Johnny Bearcat, the Grim Roser, John Asparagus, Johnny Net Carb, John Lance, Yogi Roser. Good grief. All right, we're going to have to test some stuff out. Devin Walker's here. He's the microphone mangler, Senor Quasadilla, Mr. Matt Navo Joe, the reporter, the photographer. He is, sir. Yes.
Yeah, shout out my guy, Eddie Guerrero, man. I got the shirt on today. People was like, are you worried for Mark's retirement? I just realized that I had this on today. Shout out Eddie Guerrero.
Oh, it looks like Mark?
No, just because he's big in the Mexican community. I mean the Spanish community. My bad.
I don't think he is big in the Spanish community.
He's big everywhere, bro.
He's big in Mexico.
He's big in
Mexico, yeah. Just because they speak the same language.
Yeah. He's big everywhere, bro.
What is
Shout out
wrong
Eddie.
with you? Did you just attribute Eddie Guerrero to Spain?
I did.
What is going on?
He's worldwide, bro.
What?
Shout out Eddie Guerrero.
You're going to give him Rey Mysterio, too?
Yeah, bro.
He's not Rafael Nadal or something.
I'm going to wear a Rey Mysterio shirt tomorrow. But no, hey, Latino Heat, shout out. Big music day. My boy Cole drop. Bryson Tiller drop. Glorilla drop. It's a great day.
So you've named one that isn't past their prime.
Stop.
All right, so
don't be a hater. I'm not gonna let you.
Who hasn't fallen off like The Simpsons?
I'm not gonna let you hate on this man, bro.
Once you hit the Simpsons bar part of your career, I'm out.
Look, man. He said, bro, I'm like an Olympic diver, bro. I won't flop. Shout out Cole. Man.
Oh my God. So deep. Oh, that wordplay.
That wordplay is nasty. That wordplay is nasty.
That wordplay is ass.
The real is back. The real is back, bro. The real is back.
Dreamville for life.
Dreamville for life.
my car wheels is big as the sky. Your car wheels is small. They like to fly.
No,
like
no,
that.
that doesn't
Bars.
hit. No, that doesn't hit.
Bars.
I'm picking a pin and read it again. All of my homies said that for the sin.
See,
Picking
look.
a pin and read it again.
See,
This is a J. Cole slander show.
see, here we go. Except for me. Hey, J. Cole, I'm standing, bro. When you come to Memphis, I need you to come in the studio and take a seat and let these dudes know that they are wilding.
Look,
Cole is the
the whole
actually
point
did-
of our show is to entertain people, not bore them.
Yeah. Dev, we actually talked about that before you got in here. I was like, you know what? Like,
Oh, here we go.
I was like, if J. Cole came in the studio, I was like, I'm just yours.
Oh, no.
I don't think I would ask him anything. Like,
Stop the cap.
I don't
Stop
have
the
anything
cap.
to
Bro,
ask him.
you're a Jay-Z fan. You will ask him about Jay-Z, bro.
What is it like working at Freewheeling
I
Friends?
would want to ask Jay-Z stuff. I would even want to ask Drake questions.
Bro, y'all
I don't
some
care about
haters.
Drake, but like, I don't. Like, J. Cole's
Y'all
is
some
not
haters,
it.
bro.
Like, all right, dude.
Like Kendrick threw his little shot, and then J. Cole responded.
J. Cole would pull up here on a bird scooter, probably.
Look, bro.
Because he's one of us.
Look, bro. The real enemy is the Canadian.
Pick a pin in the
We
middle.
just got.
All right, man.
Shout out J.
Enough
Cole,
is
man.
enough.
Yeah.
All right, look, it was a good lead up to the weekend. This is going to be an incredible weekend in sports. I cannot wait for everything that is going to be going on. Obviously, we have a big to do with this home back-to-back. There will be a ton of people that are going to be coming in town for the Marc Gasol jersey retirement.
This morning there was 16 media. I went to Santi's Mediaville this morning.
Yeah.
There was at least 10 Spanish media that asked him questions.
Well, obviously there's going to be a huge media contingent, but also I have been told, and I'm not sure of all of it, there's going to be a lot of former players that come back that have like gone to the I'm saying they like called up to try to get tickets so that they could be there for this night. I mean, obviously, Tony and Zach are omnipresent. It'd be super cool. Conley does not have a game.
He doesn't.
So
They're
it'd
on
be
the
super
West
cool.
Coast.
I saw Quincy
Yeah.
Pondexter tweeted yesterday. He'll be here.
Coupon said he's coming. Yeah, tweeted that he's
Coupon
coming.
said he's excited to be here. I haven't seen Mike. So people brought up Mike Miller's name. Maybe. I don't know.
Miller will be there.
Miller. Who else?
Because I
Courtney
hey,
Lee?
Hey, Miller will be there because I think he's part of my tea time on Sunday. So I know he's in town.
So you know for sure he's
I know
around.
He's in town.
Who else? You said Courtney Lee. Who else?
All right, you want me to give you a little one?
Yeah, give me a little nugget.
This is what I heard.
The street saying.
I heard, the Pondexter thing, Quincy. I heard that Quincy called and tried to get like two, court sides or whatever, and they were like, well, I don't know, because obviously, this is a huge event, and so they were going to try to figure it out. And he's like, if it helps anything, the other one's for Rudy.
Oh, Rudy's gonna be here.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's fun.
That's what he said. So Quincy is coming with Rudy.
Okay.
At least that's what he told the ticket guy.
Yeah, that's
You know
dope.
what I mean?
Who did he play with? Jay Will?
No. The brother did. But obviously, there's going to be a bunch of guys that come back in town. I got a text this morning from old front office guy, now media member John Hollinger, who said, hop in a plane to Memphis. And I said, for the Mark deal? And he said, no, for Malachi Flynn.
Fresh off the 50-piece.
He still got his fastball.
He still got
it.
got a heater.
I hope that was the promotion for tonight. I don't know who we would put on the graphic.
Oh, we put Gigi.
Oh, we put Gigi.
Yeah,
Okay.
put Gigi
You know
on.
what's funny? Yesterday, my mom came over to the house. She goes to all the games with Roser's mom, and I had gotten the text of tonight's injury report. I was like, Ma, if you and Floyd don't want to go to the game, I understand. I was like, I just got this. And she's like reading through it. She's like, oh my God. And it's when she's been going to all these games. She looked at the entire list of players and then went, I guess it's just going to be on Gigi. Like she noticed that he was not on that.
Yeah.
He's literally the only one, though.
He's the only one
that's not on the injury report for tonight. It's like
Lamar Stevens,
Jordan Goodwin,
our boy
Trey Jemison.
Our boy Captain Hook might get some PT tonight.
Yep.
From Michigan. Who else we got?
Wait, who's our cat? Who's cat?
You don't know Captain Hook? He does the hook shots.
He does, and he also.
Oh yeah.
He shoots the hook shots. He also does the hezzy where he just stops completely.
He just shoots.
And everybody runs fast, and then he shoots like the elongated hezzy.
I like
that.
that.
Xavier Simpson. Xavier Simpson.
He's got a bag.
Yes.
He does it different.
He might get some tick tonight.
What did this is gonna show my age, but you remember the old ESPN NBA game where that they had what's his name? Tracy Morgan was always promoting back in the day, and it was like God, what did he? Who was it with? Ben Wallace. Ben Wallace was on the
2K game, 2K5.
Ben Wallace, right? But what it reminds me of is him in that hallway. He would go, "My game is very unorthodox."
Oh man,
that's that guy, Xavier Simpson.
Shout
My
out
game
Tracy
is very unorthodox.
And I don't know if this was like if it just happened to be the 76ers game that they were like for Mark's thing. But Nick Nurse being the coach of the Sixers is cool too.
Because he won the chip with him in Toronto.
He was coach in Toronto too. So I would imagine Nick Nurse is going to stay afterwards.
Do you think?
For that.
Do you think Kyle Lowry shows up?
Kyle Lowry is playing for Philly.
Oh, I forgot. Oh, he'll be there then. Oh, my bad. My bad. I forgot Kyle Lowry.
He's on the 76ers.
I forgot he's still.
So yes, he will be there.
He's still playing basketball.
Yeah.
The other crazy thing.
The question is, will Hasheem Thabit be there?
No,
that would be hilarious.
Will Allen Iverson be there?
There's only one I cared about.
Which one?
There's only one I cared about that I asked, and everybody was like, I have not heard anything.
The Harrison twins?
No. OJ, dude.
OJ.
Oh yeah.
Because OJ was part of those.
Will Battier be here?
I don't know.
By the way, J. Cole sent him straight once upon a time.
Shane Battier?
Brother, you're lame. You're Shane Battier.
How dare he?
He called Shane Battier lame. Is he lame?
No.
Oh, he's
I
not.
mean, not as a basketball player.
As a person?
I mean, he's cool.
Oh, okay.
But he is like,
oh, bro. Shane.
He's a cool dude.
No. Hang on. Fourth and Beal. Shane Battier and Mike Miller had double deuce. Double deuce, and then it was like the Red Rooster.
Yeah.
Oh, they had the streets on lock.
They were like a pair of the young guys that like went out.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Like actually in the city, like
they were
in
around.
The
Like if you went out, they were out.
You could catch at Jerry Lee's
barbecue fest.
Oh, they in the mix.
They would hang out.
You would see them at Jerry Lee. Now Jerry Lee's used to be Pat O'Brien's. You could catch Pau Gasol there sometimes too.
Pau?
Yeah, Pau would be there.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah. People want to know. They want to know Sam Young. He played with Pau? He played with Mark?
Yeah, he did play with Mark at the beginning.
You think he got an invite?
Doubt it.
Grievous?
Darrell Arthur? Juan Carlos Navarro?
No, hold on. Darrell is coming.
Darrell's coming?
Yep. Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Let's go, DA.
I do know that.
Let's go, DA.
I was told that yesterday.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Because he's an assistant with the Nuggets, isn't he?
They know I love Darrell.
Yeah.
Really?
I saw Darrell. You know what was the craziest thing? Was I saw Darrell about maybe 2 years ago, something like that. And he ran up to me, and it was like, when you know, because obviously I was very young covering those teams, and it was just one of these unbelievable moments that I've had with an NBA player where I had not seen Darrell for a long time. He ran up to me and we started talking, and he had been married and he had a kid, and it was like he was an adult, and we were talking about like adult stuff. And I mean, I was here obviously when Darrell was in studio with me the year that he got drafted. It was him and OJ that came in together. You know, when he came out of Kansas, and then to see him as a 30-something-year-old grown man with a wife and a kid and whatever, and talking like, you know, it's so crazy because you see, you know, in many cases you do see these guys grow up completely.
Yeah.
From the time they were literally teenagers. You will have the same sensation. There will come a day in your life where you're down on an NBA court and a 30-something-year-old Gigi Jackson will come up to you, and that will be the same feeling I had when Darrell is talking about life and family and what he's going to do after basketball. And
Shit, Jaren for me probably.
Yeah,
I saw
so.
Jaren when Jaren was 18 years old.
That's right.
And I'm seeing Jaren at 23, and I'm already like, yo, he's already like changed so much in that time.
I know. It's crazy. It's crazy. Obviously, and obviously it happened with Mike Conley as well. It happened with Mark on some level as well. But all those different guys. And so there are going to be. I did hear the ones I heard. Quincy, Rudy, Darrell Arthur, obviously Tony, Zach.
Somebody brought up Bano.
Yeah, maybe. And then the other thing, and I don't know, but there were somebody brought up to me that'll be interesting if some of the Spanish national team guys show up. Juan Carlos, possibly. Rubio, who's been big buddies with him for a long time.
Yeah.
That some of those Spanish guys might show up. Chris Wallace going to be there?
Yeah, Chris Wallace.
He'll be there. I know, as I mentioned, Hollinger
will be there.
Lionel will be there.
What about Courtney Lee?
You think Courtney Lee shows up for this?
Maybe.
What's he doing?
Oh,
nothing. Golfing,
right?
Somebody else told me that not only Lionel, but that Doc told Yeager he could.
Oh, so Yeager might be
here.
Yeager. Okay, shout out
That's
Yeager.
what I heard. I heard that Yeager was going to come too.
It's going to be a celebration.
Oh no,
tomorrow,
it's going to be amazing.
It's going to be lit tomorrow, bro.
It's going to be amazing. There's going to be.
They're making it as big as possible because it's not one of those things where it's like Zach and Tony. Zach and Tony are around. Like you
For
do
sure.
see. Mark lives in Spain.
No, this will be.
Lives in
It's going to
Spain.
be a very big deal.
And I think he's like the first one too to like was like grown in Memphis, right?
Yeah.
Like he's like from Memphis, drafted like you know what I'm saying? Like he was a kid growing up in the Memphis.
And let me
all
just
that kind
say,
of stuff.
we have to focus on that, okay? Because I'm under the impression that we're probably not going to have. We might be done with full roster stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I watched Philly last night against Miami, and brother, like, their first half, Maxey had 24, 7, and 5 in the first half.
Cooking.
And I was like, holy mackerel. And Embiid looked great in the first half. And then the Heat did not score. They scored one field goal in the last 8.5 minutes of that game last night. Still had a chance, no less.
Jim
But like
Butler,
that Philly team, now they got to try to win. You know, they got to try to put together games.
How dangerous would they be? They'd be so dangerous in the play-in, bro.
Oh, my God.
I would be terrified about the play.
And they're probably going to get to 6. I mean, you look at their schedule right now, they're probably going to get to 6.
Yeah, they got us, San Antonio, Detroit, Orlando. Oh, yeah.
See?
Yeah.
They're probably getting to 6.
They definitely get to 6.
And then if you're Milwaukee, you know, you got to stay out of 3. You got to stay out of 3.
Yeah.
I mean, what a booby prize for Cleveland or Orlando or whoever gets 3. You got to play against them. But anyway, yeah, that Philly team, and it's been nice to see Embiid look really good. The other things that are going on this weekend, we got the Final Four this weekend, and there is, you know, I talked to Kevin O'Connor a long time about or a lot about this last night, where, look, the NC State story has been cool. They have obviously pissed off UConn in this massive way with the flight thing and the room thing, and as if these guys didn't always have a chip on their shoulder and feel like nobody wants them to win anyway. Now they have like these like legitimate things. I don't know if people have seen this, but there's been a big controversy online. They could not get a flight.
I saw that.
And ended up flying like overnight on Allegiant.
Ooh,
everybody else got there
nasty.
just fine. And they didn't. And then they get there, and last year they had this dingy-ass place in Vegas when they were playing in the Final Four last year. Yeah. And this year, Stefan, what's his name? Stefan
Castle.
He puts a picture of his room, and it's like this room with 2 twin beds. And DJ Burns Instagrammed his, and he's got this like palatial room with this massive bed. And so it's like, I don't even think this is a fake controversy. Like, what is going on here? Why is UConn getting
maybe their booking person is just terrible.
No, the NCAA does all this.
Oh, they do?
Yes.
That's hating.
And so it's bizarre, and they're using it all as motivation.
They are going
This
to
bed
beat.
is ridiculous.
Dude, they're going to
It's
beat.
ridiculous.
Yo, come on, bro.
Yeah, I would never book that.
Come on, bro.
They're going to beat the crap
Like,
out of Alabama.
Come on, bro. This bed is like for like Williams.
Right.
Not a 6'8" basketball player.
By the way, my 14-year-old has a full bed.
That's what I'm
He
saying.
doesn't sleep on a twin.
He's 6'6", bro.
Come on. Right?
Yeah, I'll be kind of
I do hope, though, because of what all these guys did with their mock drafts, I really hope we get Donovan Clingan, who Gavoni's moved up to the top 5, and O'Connor's moved up to the top 5. I hope we get Donovan Clingan versus Zach Edey. When is the last time we've had like 7-footers like really go at it? Like, honestly, you got to think back to where the last team that we had that went back to back was Florida. And that was the Horford and Noah.
Corey Brewer and them boys.
That crew.
Lee
right?
Humphreys.
Yeah.
That's the last time that they went back to back. And so UConn has that opportunity. And that was size, too, because you had Horford and Noah, and on the other side, you had Greg Oden.
Yeah.
Right? But, like, Zach Edey, nobody knows what to do with him. And there's part of me that goes, if we got that matchup, if he was, like, totally subdued by Donovan Clingan, he falls down draft board. Like, all of this has been great for him. He has gone from, is he an NBA player? Like, is he just Boban? Yeah. Is he, first it was, is he an NBA player? Then it was like, is he Boban? Or then it's like, well, we're sure he's going to be useful in some way. He's too good not to be. To, hold on now, is everybody missing the boat on Zach Edey? To, honestly, I feel like one game on Monday night would change everybody's opinion one way or the other. If he went and destroyed Donovan Clingan, he's now like a top 5 draft pick. And if Clingan just totally subdues him, it's like, come on. There's guys a lot better than Donovan Clingan in the NBA. You saw when he played against somebody. He's not playing against freaking Rutgers anymore.
Yeah.
He's not playing against Tennessee. He's not playing, like that's the other guy. Like that is the top-ranked NBA prospect big guy. And I want to see Edey play against him. What
if he gets like neutered by my boy with 2 vending machines this weekend?
Well, then it's like,
because they'll be back to back. Because Flipikowski got cooked by him,
right?
And then back to
just murdering people's draft stock murderer.
Yes.
And then he goes to the NFL. He gets drafted.
Exactly.
To the
He's like,
NFL.
I'll kill y'all NBA draft so I can go to the NFL.
Yeah.
I hope DJ cooks him, bro.
Yeah.
Just show everybody that Zach Edey is a scrub.
I think we're going to get Purdue UConn.
I will tell you, I'm going to wait to hear what Alan Boston said. I don't know. He did tell me earlier this week, this is the first time in, he can't remember how long, he has a bet on both games.
Oh.
That's what he told me. I like both games. That's what he told me.
Even
at the beginning of the week.
Even the number being as big it is for you.
That's what he said. He said, I like both games. I don't know who he likes.
I would bet
in
he
the 2 games.
I would bet he likes Alabama.
Maybe.
Because they're catching double digits.
Yeah, that number's big. Boy.
But I'll tell you this. I have not bet the Final Four. I did one of those championship game bets. And it voids if it doesn't happen. Mm-hmm. But I took UConn -5.5 versus Purdue. I don't know what it is now. But I took that at the beginning of the week. When I saw that pop up, because I think that's going to be the matchup. I think it's going to be UConn versus Purdue. If it's not, thing just gets voided out. If it is, that number will be bigger than 5.5. Don't you think?
Yes,
UConn is so much more athletic than Purdue.
I think UConn will kill them.
Yes.
It will destroy anybody, really.
So what I thought about like the UConn Bama this is what I looked at. I was like, okay. I thought Clemson and Bama both played really well. Yeah. I thought it was a really good game, and Bama was just a little bit better. But I looked at the box score afterwards, and I'm like, okay, Alabama shot 44% from 3 and beat Clemson by 7.
They are a high variance team, though.
But I'm like the NBA thing. It's like they do the NBA thing.
But I'm sitting there like, you shoot 44% from 3, and you only beat Clemson by 7. Bro, you're going to have to shoot 60% from 3 to beat UConn.
Understood.
I mean, yeah. It is possible, though. They got little Jalen Brunson out there with the 1-strand braids.
They also have a great coach who's had a week to prepare.
They do.
And UConn's got no sleep.
They're pissed off.
So you never know.
Sleep.
I love that Sears kid. I do. I love the Alabama point guard.
Baby,
He is awesome.
Baby Brunson, man. Baby Brunson.
Baby Brunson. We also have WrestleMania coming up this weekend, which we'll talk more about with Zach Myers because he's a huge WWE guy, too. He's got a bunch of buddies in WWE, so we'll talk to Zach about that as well. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back. Zach Myers is going to be joining us on the other side. Chris Vernon Show.
It's more fun to be there live to see the Memphis Grizzlies hit the court all season long. From the electricity in FedEx Forum to the highlight reel plays, there's nothing quite like Grizzlies basketball. As the official marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies, Ticketmaster gets you in with a huge selection of seats. So get off the couch and into the stands while you still can. Score tickets today at Ticketmaster.com. That's Ticketmaster.com.
LifeCare Ambulance is proud to be an official partner of the Memphis Grizzlies and FedEx Forum. At LifeCare, they wear their hearts with pride. Their passion is their people. They want you to love what you do and where you do it. Their employee-driven culture encourages a healthy work-life balance and supportive work environment. They invest in your success and well-being so that you can provide the best care for the patients that they serve. Join the incredible team of EMTs and paramedics in Memphis, Nashville, and across the nation today. Learn more at lifecareamb.com.
Justin Timberlake. I'm bringing sexy back. The Forget Tomorrow World Tour. Live in Memphis. Justin Timberlake. FedEx Forum, Saturday, November 23rd. Get tickets now at livenation.com. The brand new single Selfish is available to stream and download now. For more, hit up justintimberlake.com.
Anticipate each challenge. Make a quick response. Capitalize on every opportunity. And win. Greatness won't wait. It's true in basketball. It's true in banking. Grizzlies checking from Pinnacle. Play hard. Bank easy. Open a Grizzlies checking account with at least $100 and a recurring direct deposit by January 12th. And you could receive a $200 direct deposit bonus into your account and be entered into our Grizzmas drawing. Details at grizzliesbanking.com. Member FDIC.
Did I invent this? Loki?
Did you?
I spent years calling my ex-producer Cowboy Carson, and now Beyonce. She decides she wants to dabble in country, in the genre. Now she's calling her album Cowboy Carter.
When she's doing her next concert, and she says, "Hey, my new album's about to come out. Cowboy Carter."
Inspired by the Gary Parrish Show.
Shout out GP in Memphis.
The Gary Parrish Show, live weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Gasol with 4 seconds for the win. Yes!
Marc is one of the more competitive people you'll meet.
He ain't losing. That willingness to go out and try to compete every day, not just wait for a game, not wait for a regular season game, not wait for a playoff game, but every day is what made Marc special.
He was a big part of that identity, right? And a big part of that's why the team was so successful, because they had that anchor in him.
The Grizzlies, to this day, wouldn't be the Grizzlies without the contribution of Marc Gasol.
Let's talk about some of the guys who get dunked on the most.
Mel Turpin. There's a great clip on YouTube, kids. Go look this up, where Michael Jordan gets the ball in the post, spins around John Stockton and dunks. As he runs down the court, a fan in Utah says, "Hey, pick on someone your own size." The next time down, Michael Jordan comes down. 7-foot-tall Mel Turpin's under the basket, and Jordan just hammers on him. And as he runs down the court, he turns to the fan and says, "Was he big enough?"
IMHO with Lang Whitaker and me, Kelsey Wright Johnson, on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Hey Grizzlies fans, after exciting hoops and a lucky night of gaming, where do you rest your head? Look no further than Southland Casino Hotel, proud sponsor of the Memphis Grizzlies. Our high-rise hotel is the epitome of luxury and comfort. Picture this, you've just finished an evening of gaming and dining, so you head on over to one of our 300 rooms to end the night. Choose from standard, suite, and presidential suite, plus we're pet-friendly and offer mobility scooters for rent. It's a seamless experience for everyone. And don't miss the Main Street Exchange, right in the heart of our casino lobby. Whether you're craving a snack or need a souvenir of your stay, we've got you covered. From polo shirts to shot glasses, take a piece of the Southland excitement home with you. So come stay and play at Southland Casino Hotel, where every moment is designed for your enjoyment. Book your hotel stay by calling 833-703-3350 or visit online at southlandcasinohotel.com/hotel.
Guests must be 21 years of age or older to check in at hotel. Must be 21 plus. Play responsibly. For help quitting, call 800-522-4700.
Welcome back to the Chris Vernon Show on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Presented by Caesar Sportsbook. Now, back to your host, Chris Vernon.
At the jungle, man, we at the mud. Like, keep it moving, man, we on the run. Hey, been the struggle, but we ain't done. Yeah, been the struggle, but we overcome. Hey, at the jungle, man, we at the mud. Like, keep it moving, man, we on the run.
All right, we're back. Chris Vernon Show. Show's always brought to you by Caesar Sportsbook. You can go to your app store. You can type in Caesar Sportsbook, and you can download the app for free. You can use it legally in the state of Tennessee, and new users get up to $1,000 back as a bonus bet if you lose your first wager using the code GCM1000, GCM1000. Caesar Sportsbook.
We are favored tonight.
No.
Wait, we are?
We
to do
are.
what? To do what?
When I originally saw this, I thought it was like Pistons minus 2.5. It is Grizzlies minus 1.
They got guys out.
Can you get a Malachi Flynn points prop? He's coming off that 50 ball.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
Look, their injury report is Cade Cunningham.
Oh.
No Cade tonight.
Is Jay Nivey playing?
Jay Nivey is not on the injury report. So he's
Duran playing?
Dern is
Jaron knocked out his teeth the other night.
He did. He's not on the injury report, so he might be playing. So how the hell are we favored? Because Sir Thompson's on the injury report, Isaiah Stewart's on the injury report.
Chris Culture.
Quinn Grimes, Taj Gibson, who I didn't know played for the Pistons. And then Simone Facciano.
They don't.
Fontecchio.
These
you know
books.
You know what the hell I mean.
These books are smartening up.
All right.
Don't have Malachi Flynn point prop. You know what is funny when you look at these, though? G.G. Jackson, it's Gregory Jackson.
Let's go.
Yeah, Gregory
What's
Jackson.
his number?
21.5.
Damn. Dang, GG. Okay. Zach Myers is the lead guitarist for Shinedown, who just won. You guys just got like another award, right? Also a Grizzly season ticket holder, no less.
We got the 20. We were 23, the most number ones ever on Billboard. But I lost. I was 0 for 2 at the iHeart Awards.
23 though. 23
That's
number ones on
impressive.
Billboard is unbelievable.
The most ever, apparently.
More
by
than
any
Drake?
rock- No, not by a rock band.
Oh, okay.
A rock band. Come on. More than Drake. All
Yeah.
right.
Let's
Also-
calm down, Devin.
My bad,
Also
my
a
bad.
clothing designer now.
Well, I mean, I've been doing that for a while.
Do we have the name? Do we have a name for the clothing design? Is there a design company?
No, I haven't done it. Like, I did it with my friend Adam, who does a lot of our merch stuff with me. So his company's called Nurture. So we did Nurture ZM on this stuff.
Nurture ZM,
Yeah.
and this is part of the 901 collabs
Yes.
that is going on at the games. Now, is this available tonight or tomorrow night?
It's available tonight.
Tonight.
I think this is the hardest
And
one
if
we've
it
ever
doesn't
done.
sell out, then I guess it will be available tomorrow night. But hopefully the goal is that it sells out.
This is
right?
the hardest. This is the hardest
first
collection
shirt.
of all
this
of them,
is
bro.
my favorite.
The first shirt.
So
now, this
hard.
is when you know you're an OG fan.
That's that's so hard, bro.
The Core 4 shirt is unbelievable.
18 years season ticket holder. Thank you very much.
Really?
Yeah.
18 years.
I started
season ticket holder.
in the 200s.
I mean, dude.
You started at the top?
Yeah, dude.
Let's go.
All right, moving on
we got
up.
better.
Moving on up, baby. Let's go.
As life got better.
I've
so we
got
got
friends. I got other friends that have done that too.
Yeah.
So we got the Core 4 shirt.
That
Core
is
4
a
shirt.
heater, bro.
That's my favorite.
It's going to
shirt.
sell out immediately.
Yes.
That's going to be gone.
All right. The next thing
I love the hoodie.
is
Another heater.
show
the back
of this thing. What does this say?
The beautiful land.
The beautiful land in the world, and then it's got
Birdiful, I believe.
Oh, dude.
So that one wasn't going to get made, and then apparently we heard from his people he wanted that made. So they didn't want me to do any. They didn't want me to single out any individual players.
Oh.
And so, but I made that shirt, and they were like, "Hey, we're not going to do that one because it's an individual player." And then, well, okay, we heard back from his people. He wants the shirt to be done.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
apparently.
No, it's great to get approval.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah,
right?
for sure.
I
love that.
Yeah,
That's my favorite.
I'm wearing that
hoodie.
hoodie tonight.
That's my favorite.
I'm gonna go grab
I
that
love the
joint.
hoodie.
Wear that joint tonight.
Oh, this is tough.
R.I.P. Steven Adams on that hoodie because he was on the original design.
Who is it now?
Why don't y'all move Jaron? Why don't y'all move Jaron over?
Well, Steven was right behind Ja in the picture, and then he just kind of got magically erased.
Derek Rose.
Yeah.
But Steve was right behind
Smart's in
Ja
there too, I believe.
Marcus Smart.
Yeah. I wish.
It's got something on the back.
Should have put Trey Jemison on it.
You should have put Trey Jemison on it.
Yeah, I tried to fit Gigi in there. It wasn't.
Oh yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah.
So we got the hoodie, and then we got a hat.
So the hat, I got to put a little self-branding in there, I guess, because that's the Shinedown logo. And if you turn it upside down, it's a G, which we didn't realize until much later.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's hard too, bro.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
This may be the best one we've done, bro. I'm sorry.
Don't say might be, dude. Come on.
My bad. You know, I think I told you that this is the best one we've done.
Hey, look, Zach, he's got to get free crap from a lot of people.
He's got to play favorites for that.
Yeah, I gotta be nice, bro.
And our guy hippie.
These comps don't just happen, bro.
Our guy hippie is always in the chat.
Hey, but I will say, yeah, this is the best one we've done. Like
I love this
piece by
Core
piece,
shirt.
this is elite, bro.
Yeah.
Piece
We
by
had
piece.
to do the throwback,
This
like
is
rap
my era.
bootleg
This is
shirt.
my era.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's some of the greatest nights of my life were spent in a room with those four guys.
Amazing.
And some of the best games I've ever seen in my life. So
Amazing.
Yeah.
Obviously, and this is in conjunction with, we got this going on tonight. You knew and have known Gasol since he was a player here,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
So tomorrow night is, you have a personal relationship beyond having 18 years of season tickets.
Yeah, I've been
And
friends with Mark,
I mean,
yeah.
it's special for everybody tomorrow night, but I mean, you've got a different perspective, obviously, because you know the guy and you were around him so much while he was here. So tomorrow's going to be like a lot of emotion for a lot of people just to see 33 up in the rafters. We've gotten to do it once with Zach, but you know, like to become, there's something about it where you like truly do then become a franchise legend when that takes place.
And he is with us. And I mean, like, I have this weird thing with me. I don't know if you have it too, or you have it because you've been here so long too, but it's like, for me, like, there's always like this like 1% chance in my mind of them coming back. Do you know what I mean? So I'm like, when you retire, I'm like, this is over.
It's over.
It's over. And I'm like, man, like, I always like, I'll see, Zebo was there the other night and Tony, I'm like, man, they could lift some weights. They could jump back in here and like
Zach, Chris and I don't believe that, but you do because you're a rock star. And how many rock bands have retired and then they come back for the reunion
Keith
tour?
Richards is still playing shows.
Bro, we just announced like
better
an
than
old
most
band.
young bands.
It's crazy.
That's the thing is like for me, like I always picture that. I'm like, man, they could come back, right? And then I'm like, but when they're gone, they're gone. Like, I just think it's like me living in the nostalgia of how great those times were.
Yes.
Like, dude,
You never want to let go.
Those Clippers games, those Thunder games, like the greatest sports nights of my life, being in those rooms.
Oh, I still feel, you know what, and it's obviously, it's a lot like how I view, like if I tune in the Cardinals and they're showing like Adam Wainwright or Yadier Molina or David Freese, like all these guys that are gone.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I would love to watch Adam Wainwright pitch to Yadier Molina.
Yeah.
Like, again.
Yeah, dude, David Freese is the guy who made me realize that baseball bodies are just like different. Because
Yes.
I've been friends with David Freese for 12 years, 15 years now. And he would come out to shows and be like, yeah, let's take a picture. And you like put your hand on this guy's back. And you're like, oh, this is a brick wall. You're the biggest person.
You remember
I've-
you invited me out to dinner
Yeah,
with him.
that's right, yeah.
This was after he had the World Series heroics.
The next year, yeah.
He did rehab in Memphis.
He did rehab in
We
Memphis.
went
We
to
all-
like Texas Day, Brazil or something.
We went 2 nights in a row. We went to Flight one night
That's right.
and Texas Day, Brazil the next night, yeah.
And I was like, this is the awesomest thing that's ever happened.
Yeah, you don't really like...
It's so cool.
You don't
And
really
he
like
loves
fan out. And like you were like... Because you're a cards guy.
Yes,
so like you were like... I never see you like... You were like, hey, so let me ask you about this.
being around David Freese, I was like, this is the best.
No,
Dude,
Zach,
he's so
you
great.
should have seen him with Ozzie Smith for MLK.
Oh, dude.
It's like,
Because, you know, but the weird thing is and this is, I've explained this to people before. There are, like, I'm talking about football and I'm talking about basketball and I'm talking about these sports all the time. Like, in this market, I have always, like, kind of had baseball as just kind of a thing I like on the side and I watch it for fun. Like, it's almost like a fun, like, you know what I mean? Like, most of the sports, I'm feeling like I got to watch this game. I got to watch this game. I don't have to watch
I'm
any
like that with baseball, yeah.
I don't have to watch any baseball game.
I watch
so
in
it's
August.
always, I do have a different relationship with it because it's more of a, It's honestly like more a connection to my youth and like going to games with my dad. And my dad was, was a Cardinals fan as well. And we went to so many games when I was growing up. And so the baseball thing has always been, if I turn on the game, I turn on the game. If I don't, but like I was
usually you're doing
down,
something though.
Like I'm hunkered down watching Philly Miami last night.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because I got to do a podcast. Because I got to do a podcast about it, right?
Yeah.
And I need to see what Embiid looked like, and I need to see what I think the Heat look like, and but I had to do that. Not that there's a lot worse jobs in the world to have, but I'm saying it was something that was there. I knew we were recording after. I need to watch this game.
Yeah.
I never have to watch a baseball game.
No, especially not in April, dude.
If I turn it on, I turn it on. Yeah. If I don't, I don't.
That's me. I check the Yankee score daily.
Yeah.
But I don't watch games till August.
Right.
You know what I mean? If it's a good game, if it's like a good matchup,
sure.
Someone's coming back from an injury, I'll watch a game. But other than that, I start watching baseball in August. I look at the score every day. But
so you've got a big decision to make too this weekend.
I should have never said anything because I'm going to get pressured into going now. He wants to go.
Your son.
My son, Oliver.
Big Cody fan.
But yeah, which is weird.
A Cody crybaby. That's crazy.
He is.
Why?
And then my younger son's 5 and wants to go. And I got WWE massively took care of us. So it's like I got free tickets to WrestleMania.
They should, considering they used your songs for like
15 songs, yeah.
They've used 15 songs.
15?
Yeah.
Oh, Shinedown is the wrestling music.
Yeah.
The official soundtrack of pay-per-view.
Yes.
Yet the weekend has been the WrestleMania theme. I'm like, I don't know if you know your demographic here. But
Have y'all performed at Mania yet?
no, we did a pre-party in 06 in Chicago.
Okay. Y'all got to get that Mania
did,
performance.
Like, the actual WrestleMania.
So the tickets are available. It is in Philadelphia.
I have them in my phone.
Now
yeah.
you see all of this lead up.
Yeah.
You have to go, bro. We will forgive you for not if you.
Mark will forgive you, bro.
Yeah.
I don't, will he? I don't know. We'll
He'll
see.
give you.
I want to be there for tomorrow, but I still may. Honestly, like it's a lot to put together, and right now I'd be leaving at 6 a.m. So
You just have to be there for Sunday.
yeah. I'm
To me,
I'm
if
20
you
hours away from when I'd fly out, and I have no flight or hotel booked. So
Oh, you got
that's tough.
You tapped in. Though.
that's
You
all. They're
good.
all there. I've been checking.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, you
They're all
tapped
there.
in. Yeah.
Are they do crazy rates because of WrestleMania?
Not really, and also I've got so many miles. and
Points, yeah.
stuff. I looked up. Yeah. I'm fine. I'll be all right.
You've got that
I got
taken care
points.
of if you want to. So
got
you,
points.
but you still have not made a solid decision.
There's no decision yet.
All this lead up, where I mean, McAfee's got Triple H on, and The Rock's doing all this stuff, and Cody's doing all. I mean, it's like this is the biggest I can remember wrestling.
You're not
being.
helping me right now.
It is though.
That's what I'm saying.
Since like Stone Cold's heyday.
This is why. and
Seriously,
that's like the me leaning towards going right. The me not leaning towards not going is it's going to be 40 degrees. It's outside. I've got a 5-year-old who wakes up at around 8:30 and like 9:30 is I'm going to sleep. Like you don't have to put him to bed. He's going to bed on his own. He's tired.
Right.
So we took him to SmackDown. Again, my 5-year-old's a bigger wrestling fan than my 8-year-old. And we got to go backstage. We got to meet everybody. He's a Cody fan too. More of a Shinsuke fan, but a Cody fan. Cody's not even out yet. We're 90 minutes into a 2-hour show, and he's like,
boy.
I'm ready to go home. I'm like, dude, these days are 4 hours.
Oh,
you have no chance with a 5-year-old.
Nah.
So that's what I'm saying. So like, but I want to
No
go because
chance.
also, like you said, this is the most exciting it's been. Dude, I didn't watch wrestling since the Attitude Era.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would go when we would be here,
Yeah,
me and you
yeah,
would see
'cause
each other
you knew those
because I knew
guys.
all the wrestlers, and I would go. But other than that, when I went home after that, I never watched that week, the week before.
Right.
But now that they got into it,
It's always the kids that bring you into
I'm
it.
watching it every week.
That's how
I'm
mine was.
recording it, and if I don't watch it on Monday night, I'll be in a hotel on Tuesday watching Raw. I'm
That's
like,
how mine was. That's how Parrish is now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Once you have a son that like gets into it, then you start watching. You're like, damn man, I remember these. Like I remember
But
liking
I
this.
love that I have kids that are into it now because like that. I'd imagine it's the same way we felt when we
Yes.
were younger.
Yes.
Like their Cody is their Hulk Hogan.
That's right.
Do you know what I mean? He's the good
Yeah.
guy. He's the guy that's always happy. He's out.
That's
And
right.
I will say that dude's-
He's representing good.
Dude,
Yes.
he takes pictures at the end of the night with every single person in the first 3 rows. I'm like, dude, this is mentally exhausting to watch. So, yeah, I'm excited. I don't know, but that's why I want to go, right? Because like it may be the last Rock.
It may be the last Rock
time we see the
appearance.
Rock.
Yeah,
This may
man.
be him just jumping it off.
Yeah. This
as
might be the
leader.
waving goodbye tour. Yeah.
And then he'll show up here and there as board of directors.
Yeah, but
and-
will he headline a WrestleMania again? Probably not.
Probably not. Because they say
That's
SummerSlam.
why I want to go. It's
You
like,
had to go, man. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Devin,
you
calm
had to
down,
go.
man.
I
We'll
need
see.
you to tell me about the experience because that's why I just.
We'll break it to Trey Jemison.
Yeah, well, like, hey, Trey. Hey, Zach couldn't come tonight.
He said, who?
Jordan
Our
Goodwin.
starting center.
Yeah,
Zach.
bro. Jordan Goodwin could. Look, he'll be fine.
That's the other problem.
I felt like, you know, the two guys that are fixing the mound in Major League? That's what I felt like this whole, like the back half of the season. Who the fuck are these guys? Like, but it's like I would show up to a game and go, I don't know. And Ollie like knows who all of them are. Ollie will be like,
It's
oh,
hard.
that's him. That's him. That's him. I'm like, I don't know. Who,
32 players, Zach.
Hey,
32,
and
bro.
Roser brought up who was it? Who's the head?
Xavier
Simpson. Get ready for that one.
Captain Hook.
He shoots hook shots.
No Diddy.
And he's a point guard.
What?
Yeah. Xavier Simpson.
He shoots hook shots.
It looked like
he's like your height.
Can we sign the one-armed guy since we didn't get him at Memphis?
Hansel, yeah.
Hansel Emmanuel.
I'm
Give
taller
him a
than
10 days.
I'm taller than Jacob Gilliard, right? I have to be.
Yes.
I don't think.
I
think
think
you
I
are.
am.
I think he
I
is.
think I am.
I
I was on the court one night. He walked by, and I'm like,
he'll post you up.
I didn't say he wouldn't post me up. I just asked if I was taller than him. Let me be taller than one NBA player other than Spud Webb.
Hey, come to the game now. You'll see how tall you and Xavier Simpson can go one-on-one.
No, I don't go. I'm not going one-on-one with anybody.
Xavier Simpson.
Tell you, man.
By the way, Zach, Yankees and Blue Jays, no score in the second inning.
Oh, that's good.
Wait.
I don't know. By the way, I don't know if you saw the celebrity.
I was
St.
going to
Jude
ask you
game.
about that.
One of my best friends just popped a 3 in my face and made it with no ACL. By the way.
Oh, Justin Moore.
Damn,
Justin Moore.
That's tough.
Yeah.
It felt like in slow motion that I got the tip.
Everything is in slow motion at our age.
Yeah. That's exactly right.
Hey, I remember telling somebody I played basketball against these bunch of 8th graders and my son's team, and like I jumped for this rebound, and I felt like I jumped.
Yeah.
But like I'm not sure I got off the ground at all.
It's like frog.
I had this sensation of
Yeah.
jumping.
Yeah, but you like.
But
You just
then
do
I
this-
saw this kid like go over me and snatch it, and I was like, "What?"
You just like old school Nintendo, and it boink.
Yeah.
It's like you feel like this high off the ground. You're like, dude, I was up there.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty.
Yeah. Our verticals go down as we get 40.
It's tough.
It's never good.
Don't tell me that, bro.
Yeah,
It's
man.
tough.
It goes down. You're the young one here,
I'm
dude.
a young one, yo. I'm trying to stretch, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
he's
stretching
just
right
thinking
now.
about it and trying to
Yeah,
stretch
I'm
out.
stretching
I was
right now.
sore for days after that game, dude.
Yeah.
Days.
You only
I can
ran.
imagine.
Yeah,
That's
I
it.
just ran the whole time.
Well, what? NLE Chapel was going to pass.
Wait, you was on Chopper's team too, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, y'all was not touching the rock.
I think Choppa was on Choppa's team, and then everybody else was just kind of there. But here's the thing:
The
the
NLE
last game we
Choppa show.
The last game we played, he was on the other team, and he scored like all their points.
Right.
So for us, I was like, yeah, give him the
Choppa
ball.
fell off.
He's super fast.
Yeah.
The he's going down in his old age for this NBA
His
game.
old
Zach Myers has got this whole line of clothing.
Yeah.
We're showing you it's going to be there tonight.
Somebody might try to fight you for that shirt, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
How many are there of these?
100 each.
oh yeah, we're gonna have to.
Oh,
Yeah,
man,
we're
these
have
are going to
get-
go fast.
We're gonna have to get there early.
These are going to go fast. I
Yeah.
got to get there early.
Yeah,
Yeah,
wait.
they're gonna go good. I'm
Well, I
excited
gotta
about
get
it.
that
Doors
hoodie.
usually open at what, 6?
5:30 premium 6, I think.
So people in the chat have
No, the
questions. They
doors
said
open at 6:30.
for the big. For
So
the,
we can get there.
yeah, 6:30. Yeah, y'all put it
Doors open
6:30.
at 6:30.
People in the chat want to know. We got some bigger guys in the chat. They said, "What's the biggest size a shirt goes?"
Man, I have no
2X or
that was
3X?
them. 2.
2X?
Sorry, big fellas.
Oh man, Escalade can't rock the T, man. It's
Listen,
tough.
man. Hey, let's get a sewing machine and we'll get you 2 of them. And we'll just sew them together. I think that's the best.
You can be the core 8.
I don't know why we didn't make. I don't know why.
Get Rod Wave with T. Hey, Rod
You
Wave
be
5.
the core 8.
Rod Wave 5'6", 300 pounds.
It's gonna be like NBA 2K where you play like the 07, 08 Marc Gasol, but also the all-time Marc Gasol. They're both on the same shirt.
Not the core 8.
Yeah, core 8, man. Shout out Rod Wave, man.
That's tough.
Who would you have put? Here's the thing: is that the core 4 was always the core 4 to me. Like, who would be the 5th guy if you put one? To me, it was Rudy.
No. I had the shirt that we sold. Tayshaun.
Really?
That was the West Finals team. West Finals team was Tayshaun.
You think over Rudy, huh?
We never won dick with Rudy.
I'm just saying.
Literally.
As a.
We didn't.
Oh,
we
he's
didn't.
texting me right now.
We never won. No, we never won anything. And he was injured in 11.
I remember that.
Came back in 12, and we had literally the worst loss in history
I remember that game too.
Blew a 50-point lead,
Yeah.
and Rudy's
Oh.
meandering back as Nick Young hits another three. You can watch it on YouTube.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
gross.
In the phone
other
pauses.
The other one, OJ would be coolest.
Oh,
OJ
be
Mayo
cool.
would be the coolest.
Can
to have
OJ
on
and Tony
there.
Allen coexist on a shirt though?
Nah. They gotta be like punching each other.
So 11.
That was the drama.
11
they can.
was the best moment ever when we won the
Dude.
the playoff series against the Spurs,
The
and that
greatest.
was Battier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rudy came back for 12,
Battier
and
would
we
be
had
mine.
the worst loss of the 7-year history of the run. And then in 13, he was gone, traded for Tayshaun,
Yep.
and we went to the West Finals.
Battier would be my 5th, I think.
Yeah, Battier.
Sorry,
It's
Rudy.
got to be Battier or Tayshaun.
Yeah.
Battier for me.
You know?
Battier's my boy too, though.
Shout out J. Cole.
It's weird now that I have no relationships with anybody on the team anymore. It's like I feel like the old guy.
'Cause you're
now.
old, dude.
I know.
That's-
I'm
yeah.
old
Yeah.
now.
Come on.
These dudes are
Tony
young.
Allen comes in with me every week. You know what I mean? I was talking about how excited I am to see Darrell Arthur.
Darrell Arthur.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, 0-0, baby.
Because the last time I saw Darrell, we talked about having wives and kids.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
crazy.
My favorite, Darrell Arthur and OJ Mayo is my favorite play in Grizzlies
The
history.
alley-oop.
The block on, he blocks the shot. Hasseltine's ready to go. He blocks the shot. OJ gets it. They run the floor, throws the lob. Arthur hammers it. We go up like 17. Whoop, there it is. Plays, and the arena is just a
Yeah.
madhouse. Game 4, 2011.
Yeah. I remember that.
Game 4, 2011.
So good.
Game
right.
4, 2011 against the Spurs.
All right. Oh, what's going on outside of this? So obviously, people are going to be able to get there to the Grizz Den early tonight and be able to get all of this stuff for the 901 collabs. You obviously are in town outside of possibly going to WrestleMania. Yeah. So is this like the 1 week of the year that you guys don't tour? I swear to God.
Oh, my gosh, you always tour,
Bro,
Zach.
you do like
Always.
500 shows a year. I'm like, are they playing twice a day?
They're doing 2-a-day shows. One again night.
Gotta go to matinee at noon.
Yeah. Sorry. We got a 2-nighter in New York. We are playing 10 shows this year.
The whole 2024?
Yeah.
How excited
Taking
are
this year
you?
off. I'm very excited. We will make a record, and we have this song "Symptom of Being Human." It's crossed over 5 charts now.
Wow!
So it's now at top 40, which is the Taylor Swift and the Ariana Grande.
Yeah. No.
So it's in the top
Red.
25 right now. So which is for a rock band, it's pretty
Great
unheard
song.
of.
It's a get your lighters out.
That's the cell phone. That's the cell phone light
cell phones
song.
now. Cell phones
lighters
now,
too.
yeah.
You can still say lighters with our crowd probably.
For sure.
I think that it's who knows. We may go up to like 15 shows. I don't. We didn't play any 17. Well, no, 17 we did, but like 2014 we played no shows.
Bro, that's 10 years ago.
Oh, yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. I was like a freshman in college, bro.
You're old, bro. How many times do we have to remind you you're old now?
Yeah,
So
I was
we're
a
up
freshman in college,
decade.
by the way.
He's like 14. We didn't play many shows.
No shows in
that was
14.
a decade ago.
We've taken there's been COVID was like 21 months between shows. 2013, 15, and 19 months between shows.
He goes to the year 2000.
I think in like 88 we don't. The 10 shows this year. We always do like 3 years pretty straight, and then it's like a year of non-touring, making a record.
So 25, you
25
will go back
be,
on tour?
I imagine we'll probably be here again in 25.
Perform?
Oh, wow.
This was my favorite show. That was my favorite show.
That show was so awesome.
It was the last time I was in here, too, by the way.
Yeah, and I also have to ask you, because obviously I follow you on these social media platforms. Yeah. How are you such big buddies with Jelly Roll?
I've known Jelly Roll since, I knew pre-prison Jelly Roll. I've known Jelly Roll for years.
Jelly Roll.
Like 10 plus years, yeah. We've been friends
Because
forever.
I see you guys posting pictures together all the time. And
Yeah,
I'm like, how does that know Jelly
not last
Roll?
night. Not last night. The night before it was me, Jelly, Bert Kreischer, and Chris Porter were all out at dinner, and
And Pauly Shore.
Shore.
How are you friends with Pauly
Yo, that's
Shore?
elite.
The Comedy Store.
That's an elite group of people.
Yeah, and
So
me.
crazy. That's a crazy group.
And Pauly posted the photo, and I was just waiting on everybody to be like, I don't know who this guy is. But no, people knew who I was, and it's just the comedy scene. I'm friends with a lot of comedians.
Just going to shows.
But just go and always showing up at the Comedy Store because a bunch of my friends are stand-up guys. So it's like, but the Jelly thing, known him forever since he
Who was Jelly Roll before he became famous?
His story is crazy as hell.
He ran around with the 3-6 guys with White.
Oh, he did?
Selling mixtapes out of his trunk in Memphis, Nashville, and then we met.
Oh, he was big here?
His story is, bro. His story is crazy.
Is that how you met him?
Yeah. I met him here
in Memphis
years and years ago.
Because he was running with the rap guys.
Yeah, he's a dude was like a legit rapper, like an amazing rapper. Really good. Even till 2 records ago was a rapper.
What the heck?
Yeah, dude. There's a song called "Hate Goes On" they used to open on. This was like one of the best one of the best rap songs ever.
It was mixtapes.
It was mixtapes.
It was not like albums.
Back then it was mixtapes, but then he did like 3 rap albums. Yeah, he's incredible.
And they're good.
Incredible rapper. And then just kind of started singing and realized he could sing when he was in prison. And then was like, oh, I'm going to start.
Drugs.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to. That's his charge to admit.
Don't incriminate
I
our
think
boy
it was
Jelly
on
Roll,
robbery,
man.
but I'm not sure.
Okay.
But yeah, and then when in 22, we went to him. We're like, hey, man, we're going to bring you on tour with us. And our manager.
Now, had he already gotten into singing?
Oh, yeah. He had
was
already
already
released. He had already released "Save Me," the first version of "Save Me," before the Lainey Wilson version. And so we're like, "Hey, we're gonna bring you on the road with us." And he's like, "I don't know if I could. That would be the biggest thing I've ever done. I don't know if I can do that." And I'm like, "Well, you should do it." And I remember our management being like, "We don't know who this guy is. This isn't gonna work." And we're like, "It'll probably work." And then at
Did
the end,
he go out with you?
100%. Open for us for 4 months. Yeah.
What the heck?
2 years ago. Now he's like the biggest star in the world. Because we were gonna run it back the next year. And I told him, I go, listen, man, you're not going to ever open for anybody else ever again. And now he's like he's just announced a full NBA arena tour.
Yeah. Huge.
He's coming here.
He's massive.
He's coming here to that festival, whatever that new festival
Grind
is.
City Festival.
River Beat or River Beat.
River something.
River Beat.
It's Bootleg Music Fest.
He's doing that.
Knockoff Music Fest.
He said it.
But he did
It's
Snow
Knockoff Music
Grove.
Fest.
He did Snow
Snow
Grove.
Grove.
Sold, the whole tour was sold out.
Yeah.
40
Yeah.
shows.
Wait, so he lived here?
No, he lived in Nashville.
He lived
but
in
He
Nashville.
ran around with the 3-6 guys and Lil White.
But that's how you met him.
Yeah.
Years and years ago.
Yeah.
When he was a rapper.
Yeah, and he was like, he wasn't Jelly
Roll?
was maybe like 40 pounds heavier than me.
What?
Yeah.
You said 40 pounds heavier than you?
Yeah, he was there.
He was a small guy.
I'm about to say he Rod Wave
He's
size
never been
now.
small, but
Right.
I'm also right now not small either. So
Yeah, but he was not a big fat guy.
no. He's lost 45
Yeah,
pounds.
I saw he's working with Brecca.
Yeah, he's working
Gary
with Brecca,
Brecca.
and he was working with George, who's Tyson Fury's guy. George,
I can't remember his name.
whatever that guy's name. George was on the road with us when he was opening for us.
Okay.
So Jelly would be in catering and be like, it was so funny to watch because he'd be like, "I'll trade you 2 of these lobster tails if I can eat that burger over
Like
there."
in the jailhouse, bro.
And George would be like, "No, man, you can't do that." So he's got like a chef out with him now. Like, dude, he rolls so deep. We went to the Rainbow
He
the other night. in
seems
LA.
like the coolest dude.
He is the coolest person ever.
Like, really.
He seems like we can
He
sit back and
feels
just
like
kick
one
it.
of those dudes.
He's the dude that like you're like, this guy needs to make it to show people who've made it how to do it, because he's really
Genuine.
The
That's
people,
how he comes
people
off
are
to
like,
me.
there's no way that he's this nice and this happy to be here all the time. And I'm like, dude, of course he's happy to be here. He's the least likely to succeed.
Can you get him to come in here when he pulls up?
For sure.
Make that phone call.
Let's do that.
We get Jelly to come sit in here, bro.
Should I try to FaceTime him right now?
I want to meet the guy.
Yeah, he seems like a dope ass dude.
I want to meet Pauly Shore. No, I don't think you understand how influential son-in-law was in my childhood.
Dude, son-in-law in the army now?
I mean,
Amazing.
Son-in-law is one of the funniest movies of all time.
We always joke that he looks like Encino Man with his hair is always like wild.
And you had to trip out when he became the most viral guy in the world for doing that whole "there's a reason the rearview mirror is smaller than the windshield" speech. And
the guy.
Oh, I mean, that thing went
mega
viral and inspired a lot of people.
Wild. His speeches are so wild.
He gives speeches all the time. Like y'all be kicking it. He just like give you some inspiration.
I just think that like he knows what he is for that kind of person who's like feels like they can't do anything.
Yeah.
Because like obviously if you look at that guy, you're like, there's this guy again least likely to succeed. And
Well, he's 40 something, right?
No, he's younger than me. I don't think he's 40 yet. I just turned 40. So I don't think he's 40 yet.
39.
39.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll tell him to come here.
Yeah.
Tell him to pull up.
When is that?
It's like
thing?
May something.
Bootleg Music Fest.
It's in May.
When is it? This
He's
month?
got Jay-Z's birthday.
She's telling me Jenna's telling me it's this month.
We'll see if he answers.
April
Hold on.
5th. Isn't that
FaceTime him
wait?
right
Is it this week? It's tonight. Hold on.
No.
Is Jelly Roll here?
No, May.
No,
It's
May.
in May.
It's May. It's May.
What are you saying he's here tonight? Sure,
Oh,
he's
no,
not.
he's not.
It's in
He's not on
May.
this one.
It's
Zach
next
would
month.
know if you heard.
I think it's in May. May
Yeah,
9th, I think
it's
is when
next
he's
month.
here, right? River Beat or something?
Yeah, River Beat Music Fest.
She's talking about bootleg music.
That's when we
fest.
got to get him in.
He's also the only guy I know that has 4 phone numbers, and I never know if I'm calling the
Oh,
right.
yeah. Shout out my boy Joe. Hey, by the way, before I leave, I got to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Because these two are haters.
Yeah.
I want to ask an actual musician.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
God.
Who does music every day.
Please,
All right.
no.
Well, I don't know if I do it every day, but
Kendrick or Cole?
okay.
Be careful.
Don't be careful. Be honest.
If I'm going on a strictly rapper basis, not songs, not talking about skills as a dude on the mic, I'm going Cole.
Thank you, Zach Myers.
I'm going with
We
Cole.
going. I'll holler at y'all.
Songs, I'm going to go with Kendrick.
Thank you.
Because Kendrick made one of the best rap albums of all time. As a rapper on a mic with, I think, you give him a freestyle, you give him anything, I think he's going to win.
How do we do a disgusted face?
You're doing it right
Zach
now.
Myers, I've been trying to tell these dudes all morning
Shut up.
that the real is back, the vill is
Whatever.
back. J. Cole's the GOAT, but they want to tell me he
I
makes
have
poop.
been laughing.
He makes poop bars.
I've been laughing for 24 hours at the J. Cole makes music for guys that need motivation on their lunch break.
And that's me. I need motivation on my lunch break.
Here's the thing, though. Two things can be true.
Notice I didn't say Drake, by the way. Notice I didn't bring Drake into this.
I love Drake. As far as song, listen, if you want to go songs, Drake's better
Drake
than every
wins.
rapper ever. As far as like hit songs that are good, that have hooks. But I mean, as far as like a rapper with a microphone, give him any beat on the spot.
Yep,
I'm going with Jacob.
Thank you.
Everybody go buy Zach's gear tonight. The best.
Please do.
This is my favorite of all shirts that have ever come out. This one and our guy Hippies Ja hoodie with the throwing down the
I got that one.
Probably my 2 favorites.
And I
that have come out.
I like the M Town hoodie that came out last year.
Which one?
I forgot who the collaborator was. He did the bear shirt with the bridge. I don't remember his name.
It's been a lot of people
I don't
coming
remember
in.
his name. But he did the M Town hoodie that just says M Town. I have that one.
Oh, that's Black Cello. That's his Instagram
Hey,
name.
and then we got this Morant shirt.
That's a hard shirt,
Memphis,
bro.
Memphis.
Bro, you
Memphis.
trying to break the bank, bro? You trying to get people broke out here?
Yeah,
Zach?
yeah. I want everybody to spend all their money tonight.
Yep.
That's 3 hard pieces.
All right, so obviously, look, we're gonna help you sell out of this stuff.
Thank you.
hopefully, and then your mission.
I got a
is
year
to-
off, man. I need some money. I'm
I
trying to sell it.
understand, and then you're, and the only thing we ask is you get Jelly Roll in studio with
All
us.
right. Well, he didn't answer my FaceTime, but yeah, we'll get him in here. We'll get him
Probably
in here.
busy. Guys,
No.
What are you talking about? The guy's got a lot going on.
He was naked
Jelly Roll.
walking around. He was naked walking around the Beverly Hills Four Seasons the other
Naked?
night. Yeah.
Oh, come
Bro,
on.
tell Jelly to put some pants on.
goodness
We
sakes.
got
It's a lot of man to be walking around naked.
Guys, we're at a Diddy party.
No. Hold on.
we got Woj news. We'll talk about that later.
All right.
Woj news.
Yeah, the 76ers got fined for
what?
Failing to accurately disclose the game ability status of Joel Embiid prior to their game against the Oklahoma City Thunder. He was listed as out in his initial injury report and played in the game.
Why is there fines for that? Because
why is there
the other
fines for
team,
that?
they just think the other team doesn't have time to prepare for it.
It's all for gambling.
Yeah, dude. 100%.
Yeah, it is.
100%.
You should see our mentions before games.
Yeah.
Is Jaren playing?
Dude,
Yeah,
I'm waiting for
it's-
Ashton Kutcher and Adam Silver to jump out at the end of this season about these refs and just be like, yeah, we were just messing with you guys all year.
All right, we're going to get Alan Boston's picks for the Final Four. Thanks, Zach.
Thanks.
Everybody cut to the game early and get all this Zach Myers official
Get all your
gear.
stuff.
Yep. We'll be back on the other side. Chris Vernon Show.
Gasol with 4 seconds for the win. Yes!
Marc is one of the more competitive people you'll meet.
He ain't losing. Their willingness to go out and try to compete every day, not just wait for a game, not wait for a regular season game, not wait for a playoff game, but every day is what made Marc special.
He was a big part of that identity, right? And a big part of that's why the team was so successful, because they had that anchor in him.
The Grizzlies, to this day, wouldn't be the Grizzlies without the contribution of Marc Gasol.
We were without internet from 11 in the morning until what ended up being around 8 o'clock at night. I'd be the first to go in an apocalypse. I just would not even know what to do. Chris is over here like, who needs internet anyway? Let's just be one with the land. And I'm like frantic. I'm like, I can't do anything.
Tune in to the Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt live every weekday at 8 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Did I invent this? Loki?
Did you?
I spent years calling my ex-producer Cowboy Carson, and now Beyonce. She decides she wants to dabble in country, in the genre. Now she's calling her album Cowboy Carter.
When she's doing her next concert, and she says, "Hey, my new album's about to come out. Cowboy Carter."
Inspired by the Gary Parrish Show.
Shout out GP in Memphis.
The Gary Parrish Show, live weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
There was some sad news coming out of the WWE. Michael Jones, also known as Virgil, passed away. He's a Virginia Union alum, so he graduated from an HBCU. He got his start in Memphis, right?
Oh, man, you're absolutely right. He started in Memphis in 1985.
Get all of your HBCU sports and culture news by tuning in to HBCU Huddle with CJ Hurt and Mike Wallace. New episodes drop every Thursday on grindcitymedia.com, YouTube, and Spotify.
Let's talk about some of the guys who get dunked on the most.
Mel Turpin. There's a great clip on YouTube, kids. Go look this up, where Michael Jordan gets the ball in the post, spins around John Stockton and dunks. As he runs down the court, a fan in Utah says, "Hey, pick on someone your own size." The next time down, Michael Jordan comes down. 7-foot-tall Mel Turpin's under the basket, and Jordan just hammers on him. And as he runs down the court, he turns to the fan and says, "Was he big enough?"
IMHO with Lang Whitaker and me, Kelsey Wright Johnson, on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
I think we have the college basketball title futures. UConn's number one.
I really like Houston. I'd have them winning it all, but you can't be giving Drake jerseys. What is wrong with you?
Maybe the Drake curse is stronger in college basketball.
How long has he been riding with Kentucky?
He wore an Alabama jersey and Saban retired.
The Odds Couple with Rob Fisher, Lang Whitaker, John Roser, and CJ Hurt, live Thursdays at 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
This is an actual good shoe.
Yeah,
like,
this
is
is
a real good shoe.
What you think about him, KJ? She likes Cheetos.
Like Cheetos?
Yeah, or
nay.
You like Cheetos?
For kids, yeah or nay.
That's what I mean. For kids,
For kids,
1,000%.
Yeah.
And honestly, if I was still playing basketball, I played in brightly colored shoes. I wore pink shoes a lot of the time, or purple shoes. Like, I like that. The Sneak Fest Show, live Tuesdays at 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Vince Williams is going to go to All-Star Weekend. Now, what a great thing for him.
Kudos to Vince Williams Jr. You know, he was an injury replacement on the Panini Rising Stars. He'll get a chance to be part of the All-Star Weekend Showcase.
Hey, Grizzlies fans, be sure to tune in to Grizzbeat, where the panel and I break down all things Grizzlies and take a look at the rest of the NBA as well. The show is live every Wednesday, 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Welcome back to the Chris Vernon Show on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app, presented by Caesars Sportsbook. Now, back to your host, Chris Vernon.
Look, ball so hard they don't know what the rate mean. Yeah, pedal to the metal, I'm gone, don't chase me. Yeah, all up in my zone, can't no one faze me. Yeah. All eyes on me, got the whole world waiting. Say I'm in my bag, that's an understatement. My wings got a
Chris Vernon Show. Final Four is coming up this weekend. You may have heard, and we have got Purdue versus NC State tomorrow. And it appears to be 5:09 Central, and then the night game is Alabama and UConn. You may know there are lines on both of those games. Therefore, our favorite college basketball wise guy, who you can read about in the book The Odds by Chad Millman. You can watch him in the movie The Best of It. Alan Boston, who's joined us all NCAA tournament long. You texted me earlier this week, and you said for the first time in how many years you actually like both of these games that are being played in the Final Four?
At least 35 that I've been doing this professionally.
Wow.
Yeah, so why is that? And because, you know, by the Final Four time, everyone kind of knows the relative strengths of teams. And that's what I do. I think I know how good a team is, and that's it. I go with it. And that's why I continually say I'm not an X and O's guy. I'm not an NBA scout. I just know the relative strength of teams. So the matchups and other such stuff, I mean, I can comment on it, but it wouldn't be very profound probably. But so what's happened here to cause me to be different than what the rest of the world thinks? And we have two teams coming from like opposite ends of the spectrum. NC State, who had a poor year, even relative to what their typical rating was. They had a poor year, has caught fire in the last 3 weeks. And while others are going to believe, the 9 games in a row they've won and give them a lot of credit for it, I'm not. And where UConn appears to be a juggernaut, I'm of the opinion there's only so good they actually can be, and would not adjust accordingly, as much as others have. So
let me stop you. Let me stop
you
real quick.
Overreacting.
Okay. Let me start with the Purdue-NC State thing.
Okay.
You've been joining me for over a decade now, and one of the things that has been a consistent refrain when you talk about how you view games is this golf handicap analogy, which has always jibed with me, right? I play golf. I understand, right? Yes, you have this handicap, and yes, you can outperform it in a huge way, and you can play a lot worse than your handicap number. But generally, your handicap is your handicap because that's about what you are. The only thing I would wonder in this scenario is, let's follow that analogy. Alan,
I'm listening. No,
okay, so I'm like a 9-10 handicap in golf, right? But if I go and shoot 9 straight rounds in the 70s, my handicap plummets, right? Because it's now like, oh wait, we've got to recalibrate this because your handicap is based on your last 20 scores. So your handicap, then my handicap is going to plummet down. And so I guess my question is, how many times does NC State have to play much better than what their handicap would be for you to believe it? Because you're telling me, yes, it's 9 games, but I don't buy it.
Okay, so what I've done with NC State after their win over Duke was I raised their rating to what I think their high-end rating would be, what their best golf handicap would be. And that happens to be 2.5 points higher than it was 3 weeks ago, which is extraordinary because even raising a half a point this late in the year is relevant because they played 30 games. And after 10 games, I typically should know about what they are or even exactly what they are. Like the fewer ratings I change as the year goes on, the better my year is going to be.
Well, and the crazy thing is,
I probably have the team right.
Yeah, I
believe I have a team right. I don't care what they do. I'm not budging. All right, so NC State, I have to budge a little bit, but if we go over all their games, like beating Louisville is no big deal. They beat some apathetic teams in the ACC tournament, and they were about to lose to Virginia, and we talked about what Virginia is, which was not much.
And that was ridiculous. I actually saw a video somebody posted the other day, and it said, the world has no idea who DJ Burns is if this shot doesn't go in. And it's this, fading to the side, banked 3 they had against Virginia.
Right, and Bennett could have just fouled and won the game.
Right. And I don't understand. It's a 1 in a million shot, it appears. You know what I mean?
Who cares? Because it was 1 in 100 million if he fouled.
Right.
I don't understand coaches. And there's even they talk about analytics. There's even analytics showing you're a 99-1 favorite if you foul with X number of seconds to go. It makes sense. They have to miss a foul shot intentionally, get the rebound and score.
Yeah, I mean, look, you're bringing up a sore subject. We lost a national championship not fouling Mario Chalmers. Literally lost a title not fouling.
Well, there you go.
We're pro foul here.
All right, so even in this tournament, they've played well, NC State, but they arguably should have lost to Oakland. Not some great team. So have they played 9 great rounds of golf in a row? And the answer is no. They should have lost to Virginia. And I'm not giving them much credit for most of their other wins. I don't think they beat very good teams. The Texas Tech win was impressive, and the Marquette win was very impressive. So I have to give them some credit at some point. So I did. I've raised them 2.5 points. I don't ever remember doing that in 35 years of doing this.
And the line is high. So talk me through this because it sounds to me like you liked Purdue, but the line's 9.5.
Yeah, I laid 9 for a lot, an awful lot. My number's 11.5. And what's Purdue done wrong? That was a good team they beat on last week in Tennessee. That was impressive, and watching the game where, I can get into the refereeing, which has just been absolutely atrocious. If they really need to come up with some guidelines about how refs are going to ref these games, because sometimes people just playing football out there and they don't call a foul, and then they call these ticky-tack fouls. Like it's got to be one or the other. They don't call 3 seconds anymore. They never call a charge. Like forget it. And 3 seconds. I mean, how many times did Edey just camp himself out in the lane for more than 3 seconds? Several.
Right. Yeah.
It was. But that's how they call it. That's how they call it. I mean, good for Purdue. But what Purdue did better than what they had in years past is Edey used to struggle with the double teams, with the little guy coming in and either just stealing it from him or doing something stupid with it. They showed a lot more patience in their offense. Edey showed a lot more patience. The guard showed more patience. They got it to him in better spots at better times during the thing, and he quickly saw the double team coming and would get away from it. And even though they didn't make any shots and they missed a lot of open shots against Tennessee, they still beat a very good team. They've also been very, very good at blowing teams out. Like people think Connecticut has, but Purdue against non-conference foes has been elite. So again, I just think you have an elite team against a team that's caught fire and is still flawed. And again, with matchups where Burns is terrific, what's he going to do against Edey, who was able to play 39 minutes with 1 foul, which is ridiculous considering he clears out with his opposite arm virtually every time down the floor. It's almost like they've gone the other way, where Edey's so big they don't want to, be biased against the fact that he's so big, and seems like they don't make that many calls against him that could be called. But I don't see what NC State can do to hang in this game.
Well, and to your point,
it seems like Purdue's blown out better teams than this.
Well, to your point, right? Like the only losses they took were Big Ten teams that have seen them before, right?
Exactly.
And seen Edey multiple times. Those are the only, and the last time they lost was that 1 point loss to Wisconsin, right? 76-75. So
yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, that was a who cares game. They had the 1 seed locked up, and it was irrelevant.
So
yes,
even with adding,
this is an elite team. This is a team that their guards defended better than they used to, and their offense is very, very difficult to stop. And I just think NC State's in way over their heads. And I've given NC State credit now, and I still have this game 11.5. And to top it off, my instinct is that Purdue blows them out. And I talked about that with the Alabama Clemson game, where I couldn't really give you any reason why I thought Alabama would cover the game, but it was a good bet, and they did cover. And I kind of think that this is a similar situation to Clemson, but Clemson was only a 2-game stretch, and they had shown flashes during the year of being a very, very good team. I kind of think NC State comes crashing down back to their 9 handicap here, and I really think this is a 20-point game.
All right, let me ask you this. Have you moved Purdue's number up, or if I'm doing the math right, prior to the tournament, you would have had it Purdue 14 over?
I moved Purdue up a half.
Okay.
So I would have had it 13.5.
13.5.
Pre NCAA tournament, yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I didn't move NC State up for any of those wins in the ACC tournament.
Right.
I think they were all, so what?
Yeah.
They beat nobody, and they should have lost to Virginia, and the other teams really didn't try that hard. So,
gotcha.
I mean, it was good for the league that they won that tournament. There's also that.
Right.
It's a lot more money for the league.
Okay.
Not implying anything, but.
Well, and the other thing I think we have to take into consideration with Purdue is the way it broke. Oddly, even the last 2 teams that they have played, they played them in non-conference. Because they played Gonzaga in non-conference. Yep. So that was Gonzaga's second crack at them after losing to them earlier in the year. And they played Tennessee earlier in the year. So Tennessee had seen them before.
Yeah, in the same tournament.
And they still did, right? Like they had played Gonzaga and Tennessee. So those teams even had the advantage of the return match against them, and you saw their fate. So,
and having lost both times, and Gonzaga is a very well coached team, but they were just kind of in over their heads. Tennessee did. It turns out they were flawed, but I do love watching Ziegler, but he's
not
couldn't
good
make
enough.
foul shots, and he can't shoot from the outside. It's weird to have a point guard that's not a good dynamic for a point guard, but he's amazing to watch. His footwork is wow.
All right, so you love Purdue,
I think Purdue has solved their issues of taking Edey out of the game, which other teams have done. They made his life miserable, and that was it. They didn't make outside shots against Tennessee and still beat them. I mean, yeah.
All right, so
Tennessee lays over NC State. Like, this is still not a great team. Yeah, it seems like they're great, but I was not a fan of Duke. Like, really, the one game that I do give NC State credit for was a Marquette game, which I didn't watch a lot of, so I can't comment as to what may have happened there. That was a shocking result to me. And, maybe it'll happen again. I just think this is where they come crashing down. Both my number and my instincts say that's going to happen, so that's usually a combination that I go to war with. So I'm all in here.
At what number would you not take it?
I don't know. I'd probably lay any number, but it's 9. Yeah, that's a sign of a good bet, right? I think they're going to kill him. I think it's going to be over very quickly. And
all right,
but NC State's done a good job controlling tempo, and it's just Purdue they're almost impossible to stop. And defensively, they were better in this tournament. So they seem to have ironed out some of the holes in their game.
All right. On the other game, this is why I was so shocked that you really liked both of the Final Four games, because it's not like we've got low numbers on this. The other game is 11.5 now. UConn favored over Alabama.
Right. So it's like I mentioned in my opening, which I try to convey, that we have two anomalies. We have a bad team during the year who's caught fire. So how good have they gotten? I contend that they haven't gotten that good yet, and the line maker says, yeah, they did get a lot better. So that's kind of that dynamic. With Connecticut, we've always known they're good, but now they're playing like a juggernaut. You have these occasional juggernauts. Some of the NFL teams way back when, like I think the 49ers had one year where they just killed everybody, and that happens once in a while. But to me, it's 5 college kids. How good can they actually be? Are they as good as they seem? Probably not, and maybe they're better than I think. Which would still, I only have the number 7, by the way. I am betting more on Purdue because I have more comfort in that number than, that's all I got. Well, they were 8 over Illinois, and Alabama's better than Illinois. So just on that alone, this is really, really inflated. And the Illinois game was 23-all, right? Connecticut missed a shot.
But then they went on a 30-0 run.
The big guy knocks somebody over. They don't call the foul again because they never call a foul. I mean, Connecticut fouls virtually every time down the court, and they don't call it. And good for them. That's a smart strategy. That was the old Patino strategy when they pressed all over the place and hand-checked and just mugged everybody. And, they can't call a foul every time down. So it's a good strategy. Yeah, but they really let Connecticut play, which is advantage Connecticut. But so just on that alone, they were only They were 11.5 over San Diego State. Like, Alabama lays over them.
Yeah, but you got to – you do have to mention –
I don't have to, though. That's the whole thing. I don't have to. I did raise Connecticut, but I have them the highest-rated team ever. This is the number 1 team of all time by my power rating.
Ahead of the Villanova team?
Yeah, by a point.
Oh, wow.
Right, wow.
Wow.
So how high can I go? Like, it's not an NBA team. And again, Illinois completely lost their minds that game.
Yeah,
they didn't call foul on Connecticut. They hit a 3. They took a bad shot, and Connecticut scored 28-23 at the half. All right, it's still a game. But then Illinois just took one bad shot after another, just completely stopped. Now, part of it was Connecticut broke their will. Right, so the 30-point run's the same as like the 12-point run. At some point, Illinois mailed it in. Yeah. So, that's the 30-0 run's impressive, but it was just a 12-0 run where the other team just chucked it. Again, I can't get into matchups, but Alabama, the one team that kept close with Connecticut recently was St. John's, who played really fast, pressed them all over the place, which Alabama doesn't do. But Alabama plays hyper fast. Yeah. That's something Connecticut hasn't seen. You can't beat Connecticut in a half-court game. Like, that's just suicide. And they are very good at they can play fast, but they're in no rush to do anything. They run good offense and defend really well, which leads to slower games.
Get flying up and down the court and get the possessions up. The more possessions,
fast, and they can play that 5-out, which takes the big guy out of the game.
Yeah.
If their pseudo 5 guy hits 3-pointers, it could make Connecticut uncomfortable. And again, I think they have the right style to make Connecticut uncomfortable.
Now, I know you're not an X's and O's guys, but this does make a lot of sense, right? That in theory, if I can get the possessions up and I'm taking an inordinate amount of threes, I've just got to hit a pretty decent rate, and now I can stay in this thing.
Right, yeah, probably driving in on the 7-2 guy is probably not a good dynamic,
right.
which Brad Underwood realized maybe a little too late.
Well, and it's the idea of, like, we do this in football, right? I always loved Mike Leach, God rest his soul. But Mike Leach walked in with the less talented team and then would throw it 70 times. Like, he's not going to run between the tackles against you. What he's going to do is this weird thing that you don't see every week and give himself a chance, right? Like the strat.
Right, but Alabama does it with purpose.
Yeah,
you
right.
know, Leach gimmicked it up because he had lacked talent. And Alabama's talent isn't overwhelming, right? He has a guy from Hofstra, a guy from Cal State Fullerton, and their point guards from Ohio U. So it's a lot of mid-major talent, you know, good mid-major talent. But Oates is terrific. Like he makes it work, and they're hyper fast. But their guys are getting to spots where they hit threes from, and they move the ball enough where eventually there's someone open. And you know, Connecticut's elite defensively, but if Alabama's on, no one's stopping them. North Carolina ran out of gas against them, and you know, I think they missed a dunk and a guy took a flung in a three that was nowhere by, and the same could have here. No, you know, like I said, St. John's played fast and competed very well, and Alabama's way better than St. John's.
You just think the numbers. You just think the number. It's as simple as that.
I think the number's too high, but I'm trying to sound smart by giving you reasons why maybe Alabama can hang with them.
I understand.
And it's very strictly, and I'm repeating myself, is Connecticut's a juggernaut, but how good can a juggernaut be? And I contend they can't be that good. And you know, they've caught. And believe me, they've beaten every non-conference team by double digits for 2 years now. It's some crazy stat. But
you just don't believe it.
So what? They've beaten maybe 20 teams. You know, a lot of them were pay games, and a lot of them were teams that couldn't compete. And they really haven't faced anyone any good in this tournament, except, you know, maybe Illinois, who, like I said, they lost their minds completely. And a lot of that was Connecticut, but a lot of it was just Illinois losing their minds. Like, they really played poorly during the 30-0 run, which Connecticut pounced upon. So it was 23-all. It was 23-all. They missed a foul. Connecticut hit a three, and who knows what happens.
We will certainly reconvene on Monday whenever the title game is set. But I do have to ask you, is Purdue the second highest rated team on your?
Yes.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay. So you think it's going to end up being UConn Purdue?
I'm hoping it's Alabama Purdue, because then I probably win both bets. But it's most likely UConn Purdue, which would be an amazing finale.
Well, I mean, look, you've got 11.5 points to screw around with the Bama.
Yeah, 12 actually, but
yeah, you got it at 12.
Yeah, it was actually 12.5 for a while, and some moron went in there and took it. Like, someone's going to run in and bet Alabama. Like, as Connecticut wins every game by 50 points. Yeah, let's bet Alabama. Like, the line was headed straight up. I don't understand some people's thinking, but there's still some 12s around. So
you think it would have gone even higher, but somebody
I don't know, but it didn't seem like there was any rush. But there are some 12s around, and like I said, I even though I'm further off on my number on Alabama UConn, if UConn beat Alabama by 50, it's not going to shock me. But if NC State hangs with Purdue, it is going to shock me.
That's the one.
I'm not buying the NC State hype, and I wish I had watched a little more of the Marquette game to see what happened. It read like Marquette couldn't make a shot. Mm-hmm. They were like, they had a very poor shooting day, and NC State has clearly gotten better. But again, there's a limit to how good NC State could be, and I put them at that limit, and still have the game 11.5. So I'm pretty comfortable I got this one right.
All right, love Purdue like Alabama.
That is me.
That's fair. All right, let's reconvene on Monday. I'll get your pick for the title game.
All right, good luck, everybody.
Awesome. Thanks, buddy.
Cheers.
Alan Boston, our favorite college basketball wise guy. You surprised?
No, I was not.
You thought that's who he would like?
So at the beginning of the show, I thought he would like Alabama. This is based off how
Are you surprised at Purdue?
No. I like Purdue. I like both favorites, actually.
You do?
I'm more of the UConn.
11.5's high.
I know, but I'm more of the UConn is like the Alabama football thing for years and years. That's how it is right now. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna feel dumb if I bet against them and they win by 25. Like, I'm gonna feel dumb. Right.
You think Purdue's gonna wax NC State?
I'm more confident in Purdue than I am the UConn-Alabama game.
Interesting.
I think Purdue is gonna. Yeah, I think Purdue should kill them.
We've got Grizzlies tonight against the Detroit Pistons. We got Grizzlies tomorrow night against the Philadelphia 76ers. And most importantly, Marc Gasol's retirement.
We have had the Las Vegas Aces of the WNBA have announced they are moving their July 2nd game from Michelob Ultra Arena, where they play, to T-Mobile Arena. Their arena seats 12,000. They're moving it to T-Mobile that seats 20,000 for their game on July 2nd against the Indiana Fever.
Oh, wow.
Who have the number 1 overall pick in the WNBA draft and are expected to take Caitlin Clark.
I would give anything so Summer League is a week later.
Is it?
It's always that, like, July 4th time. This year they moved it.
They moved it back a week.
It's now July, like, 11th.
Yeah, it is.
Dang it. But I think we're there. I think, actually, you know what's in T-Mobile right before we're there is the Team USA versus Canada. It's all the Olympic stuff.
Yeah, Summer League's the 12th through the 22nd this year.
But Team USA and Canada are playing in Vegas right before Summer League. That's going on as well.
Yeah, they...
Like right before it.
July 10th.
Yeah.
2 days before Summer League starts.
Yeah, they're gonna be at T-Mobile Arena.
Is it an exhibition?
Yeah.
Oh. I
mean, it's a run-up to the Olympics.
Does it count?
I don't know.
No.
What do I look like? Some kind of friggin' Olympic basketball
Well, I'm
expert?
just saying, if it counts, I'm like...
As someone who went to the in-season tournament, I don't care. Because if the basketball games get boring, i.e. that Lakers-Pelicans game, by halftime I was over at Park MGM.
Yeah.
Playing video poker.
It's the beauty of Vegas. There's always something to do.
Man, you can just walk out.
There's always something to do.
You just walk out, and then you'd be like, all right.
Well, no, I was going to say, if it doesn't mean anything, then, like, Canada can
It
win.
always means something.
But if it means something to, like, us, yeah, we'll destroy them. Yeah.
All right, it's going to do it for today's show. Everybody have a wonderful and safe weekend. Thanks to John Rosen. Thanks to Devin Walker. Thanks to... Who do we have back in the studio today?
Jalen.
Jalen back in the studio. Until Monday. We gone.